not allowed to go out on camp, go anywhere, so we're back in my kitchen. We've already discussed about different things that we will be eating on camp, and one of the things that I just wanted to do was make a cake. So today, hopefully in 20 minutes or so, we're going to have a nice baked cake, and we'll then do a wee bit of icing on it, and we'll take it from there. Okay? So, first thing that we need to do is we're going to butter and flour our cake tins. There's a lot of times when you go on camp, someone will sit and go, oh, I forgot the parchment paper, or I forgot this. So what you can do, we can do all this without having to use any parchment paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to butter our cake tins. What we do is we just get a bit of butter onto the end of this sandwich bag, and you do is you make sure it's wrapped around the whole way around your cake tin. Okay, and just while we're here, I might as well get the other one done. And the reason we're doing this is because when you have no parchment paper, if you put a cake mix into the tin, there's a good chance it'll stick and won't fold out whenever we're finished. Okay, so there's the cake tins buttered. So what we do now is we rubbish there. I'm going to just get a spoon. What I'm going to do is maybe just a wee half spoon of flour. It might take a wee bit more, it might take a wee bit less, doesn't matter. So once this done, all we're doing is shaking it around the tin, making sure that it adheres to all the butter, even up on the sides, as we want this just to be able to fold out. So that's one done. I say I've obviously put too much flour in this one, so if you happen to have excess flour, all you do is just tip that out into the compost bin. Right into our compost bin, and that is our tins ready to go. Okay, so first part of the recipe, we need to get our bowl, and we're going to need to, again, we're back using our cup, our camping cup. So I'll just put that there. This is my camping cup. So all we got is, we're using self-raising flour now this time. So we need a full cup of self-raising. What we do is, this has to be sieved in for some technical reason, but it just finds it out. There's that sieved in. The next thing then we need is half a cup of caster sugar. So that's about half a cup of caster sugar, and then we'll put it in. Sieve now, whether we're supposed to do it or not, it's irrelevant. Okay, then lastly, I say we're going to make chocolate cake, so we're just going to use some cocoa powder, and it's about 1/4 of a cup of cocoa powder. Thereabouts. So yeah, a wee bit more. We like a wee bit more chocolate, I think. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, I'm going to sieve it in, because I'm supposed to sieve it in, unlike the sugar, but hey ho. Okay, is that alright? Okay, so what we want to do now is, first of all, mix up my dry ingredients. Just get them all nicely mixed. It's always good practice to do your dry ingredients and then do your wet ingredients. Now, the recipe would say that I have to use a cup of butter. But what we've worked out is about that line there. So that's about a third of this sunflower spread. I say you can use butter if that's what suits, but obviously, as explained before, we have dairy allergies, so this is a dairy-free butter that we put in. And so the butter has been out for a while, or margarine, whatever it's called, and it is a bit soft, but this will take a wee bit of working. So I have it in. Okay, and then move them out of my road. And then what we need then is 4 eggs. So just 1 egg in there. One in there. Finally, 1 in there. Now, I'll just wash my hands just quickly. Stuff off my hands. Okay, so next thing we'll have to do now is get all this mixed through and together. So we do. Now I have the oven on preheating at 160 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if that's supposed to do that, but here we go. That's it. It does take a bit of a workout. That's it, but when you're on camp, you have nothing else to do apparently. So try and make sure that you're scraping, getting it all in. I'm just doing that. It's saying some butter just hasn't mixed through yet. As you see, after a couple of moments, starting to go quite, as they would say, silky. I think is the proper terminology for it, apparently. So, I've had a good mix round. Once we're happy enough with the consistency of this, okay, and we'll try not to overmix it, so I would say just the way that is folding out of that whisk, that's us done with that. Now, what we do is move all this stuff out of my road as usual. Have to get better at being prepared. So we do, let's see, we'll try and fold this out now into cake tins. Probably should have used a little spoon or something for this. Might have been easier. But you live and you learn. So go out, just grab a wooden spoon just to get as much out of it as can. Okay, so we're just spooning the mix in. As I say, it's a thin wee cake, so shouldn't take too long to cook on your altar fire. Again, we're going to use the biscuit tin oven that we used the last time when we were making pizzas. So we did. So I'll just that's shaking out into here. Okay. Probably looks a bit messy, so it does, but let's face it, if we were on camp, it wouldn't look any different. There's not too much left in it, to be fair. It's just I had 3 tins prepared here. I thought this would have done 3 tins, but we'll see what happens. Just maybe cut one into wee brownies and just have as a wee brownie instead of a cake, but I might make 3 layers of cake yet. Okay, so I think they're down, they're thin enough. That's it, shouldn't take that long. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take this one and go out to our oven. It's a bit windy today, which is why I have a stove in my oven. Hopefully in about 20-25 minutes we'll have a cake out of there. We'll just put the others in the oven. Looks right. Now once we have our cakes out, we're going to put a bit of butter icing on it, and what we need is we'll have 3 heaped teaspoons of our butter, which really equates to maybe about 1/3 of a cup. Okay, so in it goes with the icing sugar. So what we need now is a cup of icing sugar. So we'll do, which is roughly, I think, 6 ounces, I think was the thing. But that's it. We'll just wing it as usual. So somewhere around there, 6 ounces. But this has to be sieved in the same way as we sieved our other ingredients. You know, we weren't supposed to sieve sugar, but now I have to sieve this sugar. I knew it was one of them I had to do. So, as you see, a couple of seconds, it's all that sieved in, and then we'll be able to start mixing it. Now, I have been told that I have to use a metal spoon for this one, as opposed to a wooden spoon, because metal spoon is something to do with transference of heat, and one's cold, and the wooden spoon wouldn't be cold. So you start mixing it in, just down on top of your butter. Okay, now at this stage of the game, our cakes should nearly be ready in the oven anyway. I'll have to go out, just check to see my barbecue. When I looked out there, like any good scout camp, it's starting to rain as usual. So we'll get to it now in a wee second. So as I say, this here is just a labour of love. You just got to keep mixing it in until it starts creaming. As you see, it's all starting to bind now. There's less and less ice and sugar bouncing up at us. And we're now starting to turn it into a paste. I think the ones in the oven are ready now, and the way we're going to test this is we're just going to take it out and just skewer it. If it comes out clean, then that's us good to go. So out. Sitting clear. That's that one done. And that one's clear as well. So that's us. So next thing we have to do, right, is just try and turn this out now. And hopefully, I might have to put a wee knife down the side of it, I think, because I mightn't have just been as clean cut as else. So, okay. Same. This one. We'll try that again. Haha, I think it worked. Let's see. And voila. There's one out coolant and two out coolant. Now we'll go out and we'll check to see if our barbecue is ready or not. I'm just going to stir it here just to see if this is ready or not. And it's hot. So I'm going to take this off. That's here. I'll put it back in. Slightly burnt around the edges, but hey ho. Again, I'm going to have to use the knife to turn this out. Okay, so I managed to get it out of the tin, but as you can see, it's just a wee bit crispy round the outside here. So yeah, look, it's absolutely fine. It'll not kill you. On camp, we'll have someone watching the fire and everything to make sure that this sort of stuff doesn't happen. But what we're going to do is now we're going to layer this up with the buttercream in between, and then we'll have our cake. Bye. Okay, folks, just a quick one. Don't throw out your egg boxes, by the way, after you finish cooking, but I will be posting another one on a later stage showing you how to make fire lighters, so that whenever we go on camp we just lift one of these with us and we'll have 6 cubes for lighting our fires. Okay, so now that our cakes have cooled down, it's just time to put our butter icing over it, frosted or whatever terminology we use. So just get our palette knife, spread it out. We're obviously going to be in camp, so we'll just use a knife, just so that it's like this here. So once we spread out, put on our top. There we go. Top. Just put this on. And there we go, folks. So that's how we make cake on camp using our barbecue. Okay, so until next time, thank you, God bless.